Okay, Mr. Donnelly. So what did you do, man?
I have the students doing a unit on electricity, and what I wanted to do is give them some activities so that they could relate what we were learning to their everyday life. So one of the activities I had them do was I had them write a passage about what a day in their life would be without electricity, and that way they could kind of see how much they actually rely on using electricity in their lives. But the lesson in focus is they had to do a safety survey, an electrical safety survey of their house. So they did that for homework one night, and then they brought it into class the next day, and we used Excel to compile all their data and make pie charts. So they got to use the graphing technology in Excel and get a general survey for the entire class to see how many people in the class lived in an electrically safe home, how many people lived in a moderately safe home, and how many people lived in an unsafe home.
Good day and welcome to another week of innovative teaching. This week, Mr. Donnelly, what were you trying to accomplish?
I wanted to take what the students were learning and give them opportunities to apply it to their life so they could see why it's important to them to know about it. At the same time, I also wanted to try to incorporate some skills that they learned in other classes, like their English classes and their math classes, and use that into what we were learning in science, which was about electricity.
Cool, man. Cool, man. What do you think went well?
The kids loved it. They thought that making a graph in Excel was pretty cool because most of them either didn't do it before or it was so long ago that they did it they kind of forgot how to do it. So they really dug it, and I think they got a good understanding of why electricity is important to them.
Okay. What would you change?
What would I change? I would probably I had the students make individual graphs. Well, it was for the class, but they had their own file that they saved. One thing I would probably change is I would probably make like a big, put the graph on a big poster and then kind of hang it in the hallway to kind of show off their work.
Cool.
So instead of printing out maybe one student's graph, I would make a graph for the whole class.
Okay.
And post it so that. How
many students' houses came up as unsafe? Just curious.
Well, it depends by class.
Okay.
The highest number I had was 55%.
Okay.
Lived in a safe house.
Okay. Was that with just like daisy chain power strips, or like what was on the survey?
Well, they had a survey to do, and they had 10 questions, and if you answered 8 of them or more no, then you had a safe house.
Okay.
So some of the questions were like, do you have frayed cords
lying
around your house? Do you have outlets that are uncovered, so they're just kind of like hanging out with the wires?
Okay, I see.
Do you have electrical appliances in use near something that gives out water, like a shower or a sink or something like that? So the lowest number I got was 37%.
Okay.
So that was a pretty low number, but so the kids realized that hey, if I change this about my house, it'll make it more electrically safe.
That's pretty cool.
I had a lot of students said that their parents, they did it with their parents. They kind of walk around their house and eat theirs.
That's kind of neat, man.
Yeah,
I like that. Okay,
neat.
yeah. So definitely, you're like the Smokey Bear of electricity now. So that's neat, Don. That's good.
I'm here for.
Well, thank you, Mr. Donnelly. He's out there protecting our children. Have a great week. We'll see you next one.